Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as the War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the veteran, a guy who has been around and is ready to finish his final season with a bang.
So nice to have guys like this that have been around the block, that know the offense inside and out. Guys I can trust. Leadership, play on the field, all the boxes are checked.
Yeah, because he's a leader, too, I think this is a guy the offense looks to make plays early. So if I'm the quarterback, I'm calling this guy's number a lot early in this game to go make plays.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quick pass on the fly motion. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Snap from the gun on third down. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Line gets set, first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to move it through the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've changed into the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up. Had success with running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And he's knocked down. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Huskers decide to punt it away. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where...
Afterburner's coming. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He now has 80 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. He caught it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. Makes a move. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
And the ball is intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Burns. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Wants to throw. It's Westbrook. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's going to look for a man on third and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So not even the pass interference could stop that play. They'll decline the penalty, and they have the touchdown. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Fair catch, called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. makes his connection. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Westbrook. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Gets it out quickly, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Moves around to clear up the vision.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Burns.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally make the stop with the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it to the right. Still running at the 40. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Gonna run it, it's Coughlin. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Back to pass, it's Westbrook. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Zings it complete to the right.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got his man on the outside.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the right.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Dances away from the heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw.
He wants to go deep. Got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43. Touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job